There's a reason we're playing this today. Anyone want to?
What, we picked up 1-800-DENTIST as a sponsor? You ever see this motherfucker? Jesus Christ.
His teeth is horrendous.
Is it Shane McGowan's birthday?
Brushes with a shotgun.
No.
Is Pat a big
no.
Pogues fan?
We do have Patton Oswalt in here. You want to venture a guess there, sir?
So while we're playing,
I didn't even know, to be honest with you. E-Rock told me during the break he's going to do
I
this.
actually do know this.
What?
I'll let everybody guess.
It's because it's the one guy that Sinead O'Connor wouldn't fuck if he answered her ad. Please, Shane, don't answer my ad.
I guess, because I'm way behind on this, but I guess Rescue Me ended their run with this song.
With this song, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it was their last episode.
Yeah, I'm a little behind, so don't tell me what happened. But I guess they
Do
ended.
they pull out to reveal the whole show takes place in a gap between Shane's teeth?
That would be amazing. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, and then he just kind of digs it out and leaves it on a pub bar, wanders out.
Orders a Guinness.
Yeah.
Throws up and leaves. Great.
Feels like I got firemen between me front teeth. Give me another shot of Jameson.
The end.
Fin.
Well, you Google him and YouTube him, you can see there's videos of him just singing in pubs. What a fucking drunk.
Yeah.
He's great.
And it's clear that he just stood up and everyone scrambled and got their camera phones out. He was just singing. Oh, Shane's singing again.
How did his teeth get fixed?
Amazing.
What?
I heard he fixed his teeth.
Why?
What?
Man? He's known for his teeth.
Maybe it's hard to sing
And
with
his
that.
voice, and
You can't sing S's with no teeth.
I don't think he would care.
Radio.
Oh. So this is how Rescue Me went out. I heard it was a great season too.
I didn't see last night's episode, so
You're a little behind too,
yeah,
right?
I got it. What they call DVR'd. All the kids are doing it.
I'm still on season 1 first. I've never seen it.
Is that it? Season
never
1.
seen it either.
I heard
We
it's a
got
good
quite a
show.
way to go.
Rescue Me is great, man. I
I
like
have all these shows that if I don't get into them early, then they pile up and it feels like it's homework now. Like, oh, I gotta shake loose 18 hours in my schedule. I haven't seen Dexter. I haven't seen
You're
Rescue
right.
Me.
You are so right.
You're absolutely right. There are plenty of shows I haven't seen that I want to see, but I kind of like when I don't watch them when they air.
Yeah.
And then you could just do those marathons if you're really, you know, you have the flu. Whatever.
How great is it when you don't have to wait a year
Yeah.
for the next season?
Yeah,
You're
it's like season
yeah.
after
I don't have to
season.
wait
you just
no
done.
year.
If you like
Here
it, it's
is.
right there.
Yeah.
But it does get like a job though, where you're 10 episodes in and you're just like, all right, put in another one. Fuck. Well, like you're obligated to just keep going, right?
Sweetie, I can't play catch with you today. Daddy's got to catch up on Fringe. I'm sorry. I know this is a moment I'll regret never having again, but I can't be the odd man out in my conversation with my friends.
You know who piles them up is E-Rock. He piles them up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting Mad Men soon.
Oh, good thing you mentioned it. No one will spoil it.
It's
Yeah.
only
What I
4
like, too,
seasons in.
I never mention the shows I'm watching on this
Right.
show because
Right.
the lovely listeners will fuck it up for everybody.
I'm gonna watch that eventually.
Yeah.
Don't.
You'll tweet and it'll be like, hey, check out this link, hot chick. And you click it and it's a screen cap of the show with someone important dying. And you're just like, oh, thanks. Thanks, asshole. Great. Thank you. By the way, can you send the naked girl picture?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I can't find them on my own.
Naked girl.
Patton, what are we?
Any naked girl.
What are
Love
we
'em.
promoting? Because we're going to forget by the end of the show.
What are we promoting?
7, he comes in at 7. Here's my sheet. See, this is what I love. And the finest hour on Showtime,
Oh,
on
okay.
demand.
Oh, cool.
The album is out September 20th. You see how easy this is? I made a law, Opie. I made my own rule when me and Jimmy were doing the show when you were fighting off a hurricane down in the Outer Banks. I said, because they used to give me the very detailed sheet, and there were numerous ones for each guest, and I'm like, I said, put what time they come in, and by the way, I want the time they come in, then the guest, so I don't say Patton Oswalt 7 o'clock. That's silly. So if it's 7 o'clock, Patton Oswalt, and then it would be like, finest hour on Showtime on demand. Album comes out September 20th. That's all I need to know.
But you don't know anything about him now.
Hey, but he's here. He can tell it.
You don't know anything
Fill
about
in
him.
those
He can
blanks.
tell it.
Yes.
That's intrigue.
I love not knowing. Exactly.
Yeah,
Why have a spoiler? It's what I'm talking about. See, even the staff is spoiling my stories that I don't know yet about Patton.
What about another sheet where we go deeper with Patton?
Yeah, can we have 2 sheets for
Well,
people that want to know?
Yeah, I want to know
except
some things about Patton that I didn't know before.
But you know this, Joe, when you go on a show and it's clear that they're reading off of a Wikipedia bio as they introduce you.
A wiki bio.
You know?
So
our
you
next
apparently
guy
we're on the Lusitania.
has been headlining clubs since 1996 and made a big splash. Oh, God, please just say my name. I'll talk about what's happening right now.
That's exactly it to me. I hate that other shit. I don't like the filler. Hate it.
I love when you go to a radio show and they're like, "So where do you want us to go? What do you want us to feed you?" 'Cause I love to just do material and make it sound natural.
Yeah. That's the
good.
best part.
Funny you should mention anal farts. Here's 10 prepared minutes. Did I just say anal farts? Where else do they come out of?
It's all right. A vagina.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Know
That's
what?
true.
Well, but they're called queefs.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
but a lot of
Thanks.
times.
Thanks for saving me there.
No, you were right, though.
man,
I understood what you're
was
doing.
struggling.
It just means you're doing a good job.
That was clarity.
Yeah. It needs more clarity. This rain, man, what
Gives?
did a weatherman murder someone in his bathtub? Why is it raining like this? The Dodger offend, it's crazy.
That weatherman story is terrific. And his name is Brett Cummins. I mean, it's just perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I like the round circle, the little ring of blood in the tub. Very mysterious. I was
There's
kind
no
of
mystery there, sir.
speculating. I watch a lot of the crime shows. I watch the Cold Case Files and
my
Forensic
wife
Files
does
and all
that
that
all
stuff.
day.
I love that shit. And the ring of blood and the dead guy. This was one of these jacuzzi bathtubs. Now, I've heard tell that some of the vacuum suction things can be very, very harmful and can actually suck people's guts out and prolapse. So perhaps he got his asshole sucked out of him. Yeah.
What if that was the actual thing that happened, and he has to make that sound legit to the cops?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Look.
like, yeah, come on, I'm sure an asshole got sucked
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
here. But, hey, it's a really good system. All right, I went for the upgrade.
I really went with that heavy suction pump. I should have went with the 110. I went with the 220.
There's actually a picture on the box of a guy grabbing his asshole with his eyes open wide. This is a very powerful suction.
Yeah, what if they had like a little industrial graphic for that for a prolapse rectum, like warning, like don't use electric material, don't get your asshole near the jets.
What was his last tweet?
How would that look? The sign, because the corrosive one is a hand getting eaten away by corrosive, and then there's the gears that folding the guy into an accordion, and then there's just an asshole being pulled out of a gentleman with a pump.
Yeah, and for every one of those graphics, there was a team of artists that had to argue what's the best. Like the Slippery 4, that went through 8 or 9 versions.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's flying. It doesn't
Yeah,
sell
we
the
gotta
message.
fix that.
Make it look. You got to make it look like he's slipping. Now he looks like he has a big dick. Why are you? What are you doing here? No, the legs are going up in the air. Come on, man.
Slipping guy is difficult because
That
sometimes he does look like a professional skater.
Yeah.
He's doing a kowtow, a little pirouette.
Or he's reclining. He has a huge erection.
Yes.
You have to be very careful with that stuff.
Electricity, not very difficult to put across. You just put that lightning bolt.
The lightning,
And,
everyone understands the lightning
And the guy's
bolt.
like,
Poison.
poison.
Everybody knows poison.
The skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hand in the gear is one of my favorites because it just you go There's a visceral The corrosive is silly because no one's going to hold their hand there steady
for that long
while it
till
just
bone show.
eats what looks like a huge bite mark out of a hand. It should be a motion blur. Like he's pulling it away at least.
Do you remember when there was this campaign? I remember this in the 70s called Mr. Yuck. And it was those stickers for kids, and it was his face just going, bah. And parents were supposed to get him and put him on anything poisonous in the house. So the little kid, and there was a little song, and they would teach kids, like, if you see the sticker, don't drink, because the hard to open drain cleaner top wasn't enough for kids. So maybe I shouldn't chug this.
E-Rock had that on his refrigerator growing up. His parents really tried.
They did try.
Mr. Yuck.
Can we find the Mr. Yuck song?
I would love a Mr.
It has
Yuck
to be,
song.
Mr. Yuck.
The laser one's kind of cool. Look at that, the caution laser.
Oh, damn.
It's a line with a big ending of don't be there.
If you're working in a place with a caution laser sign, then you do have kind of a cool job. Where you do get to
That
say,
is true.
Yeah, well, I got to look out for my job. Some of my coworkers are dicks. Oh, there's lasers. So the kid's kind of rough.
Yeah,
I got a rough
true.
job. Yeah, there it is. There's the Mr.
found
Yuck
it.
commercial.
All right, Mr. Yuck.
This is YouTube.
I can't see it.
Oh, this is scary.
Mr. Yuck is me.
Oh, I remember this song.
This plays before Voss's act.
You know what, Darren? I look like Mr. Yuck.
Lots of things that children shouldn't touch.
Oh, Lord.
Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in
looks like the IHOP
every
shooter in
single
Nevada.
place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick.
Whoa.
Like your uncle's dick.
Mr. Yuck is
Spit that cum out quick.
Mr. Yuck is green.
That's such a Grinch ripoff.
Yeah, I don't
You're
remember
a
that at
mean
all.
one, Mr. Yuck.
That one lyric in the
Please.
middle, your home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. I wonder how many kids that were being molested were like, tell me about it. Like watching this commercial, like, yeah, no kidding. Now you tell me.
Laying there with a bleeding asshole just staring at the bleach. I wish I could drink that stuff.
The parents are trying to do nice thing, give him the stickers. He puts them on evil things and walks over to the uncle and puts it on his fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Very awkward moment at Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know,
everyone's time.
This kid's crazy.
Yeah.
Love stickers.
What
Yeah.
year was that, Patton? You know?
I remember it in this either 70s or 80s. I just remember
I
seeing
don't
those
remember that one
commercials.
at all.
I've never seen that either.
No.
Yeah, they were.
No,
God, that wasn't on the prep sheet for Patton Oswalt.
yes. See?
God damn.
It's gonna be
Mr.
the
Yuck
next
stuff?
It's going to be
Nice.
the next radio station he goes to, though.
Yeah, they'll
the
have
shit out of that.
So I heard on O&A you were mentioning a commercial that you like. We're talking to Patton Oswalt. Fantastic coming out. Hey, we got our Thursday morning panic giveaways. We're gonna have a real good time. Then we're gonna have her at 10 a.m. I hate my boss donut toss. So come on down. Bring a bucket. We're gonna be toss the donuts off the roof.
Please tell me you made that up.
Oh, I hate that. It's great.
Now I need to know if someone did the I hate my
I
boss
remember
donut.
there was,
Boss.
there was a couple of DJs when I was growing up, and they were talking about, they would talk about the other DJs doing horrible promotion. I think that was an actual, they were just throwing donuts off their building, and listeners are coming by with, but
I hate my boss
you realize there
donut
was
job.
a time when before like satellite that it's now missing just the local morning zoos
Yes,
where you
yes.
just had to do anything to get anyone to listen just for a day. They weren't even building an empire. It was like, how do we get to these next 4 hours? What can we do? You know, if there was a new pill in the market, yeah, let's give our intern this Viagra, see what happens. Like, they would just feed drugs to people, just anything.
Well,
How do we get one more hour of people listening to us?
Holy shit. That was us in fucking
Wow.
WAF.
Yeah, I
Oh, really?
guess.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're guilty a little bit.
We moved on.
We weren't as
but,
bad as others.
Wow.
But I guess we have a little guilt there.
Oh, is that fucking classic, though? It's true that just get through the 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just whatever new thing is out, try to make a bit out of it.
Yeah, pretend
Hate
they're
the
flying like a
boss.
dirigible or something and dropping things on a TV
Yeah.
station.
Bra
that would be
bombs. and-
stupid.
yeah, that
I
would
don't know what Jimmy's
Who
talking
would do
about.
that?
I was talking to Danny Bonaducci one time, and he said on a radio show, Rohypnol had just come out, and he was like, this can't be that this is all hysteria. So he went down to like 5th or 6th Avenue, New York, and he had a mic with him, and he goes, I'm going to take a Rohypnol and start walking up 6th Avenue and see if this affects me. And whoever bets on when I pass out. and then he said he walked, and then he woke up like 8 hours later in a hospital or something, and then he goes, and then some asshole won a toaster. So again, just testing. Like the history of Rohypnol would include, and then Danny Bonaducci took it on 5th Avenue and decided to walk and record himself.
There just isn't any of that local shit
There's
left
nothing.
anymore, which they're
all doing sports talk
really
now.
bad, but
That's the new trend in
nostalgic.
regular
They
radio.
flipped in Cleveland recently.
Sports talk.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Safe.
It's
Safe shit.
nostalgic now. You know how
Really?
long it's been since I've done this? Like and
An
this,
hour?
and this and this was supposed to. This got to the point where it was supposed to be ironic. You know,
Right. Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey
yeah.
everybody.
You know what?
Now it's not even.
You know what?
Yeah.
Why don't you throw that away right now?
I'm gonna retire the horn.
There it goes.
There, it's in the garbage.
Oh, come on,
There
we
it
might
goes.
need that.
I still
There
have
it goes,
the
Pat.
racism bell. Everyone knows what this means. Whenever I mention something that is completely racist, instead of mentioning it,
You just
I
want to
will ring the
acknowledge,
bell.
okay, yes, I know I'm being very
Yeah.
racist.
And then the universal sound of the boner.
Still need that, Pat.
Oh yeah, well that you
Still need that.
Yeah.
But I actually play it also. I'm like Zamfir, master
Yeah.
of the pan flute.
Yeah, master of the slide flute. Where's your late night commercial?
I know.
Couple
I should.
sitting by a fire with big goblets of wine, and suddenly, hang on, honey, let me make
Yeah.
the mood right.
Nothing beat that Zamfir commercial. It was great. He was into it like Jimmy Page playing guitar.
Man.
He'd make faces, and his arms are. Whoa, he's working a pan fucking flute.
Yeah, he
An
would,
album deal.
the way he would crank his torso around.
Yes.
With that, and you know that when he really plays it, he just sits there.
Oh, he does.
Still, and then the guys who's commercial like, could you really kind of?
You think
Yeah.
he was mugging a little bit?
Ham it
Oh
up.
man,
in
they
the
like, you better
studio?
sell this dude.
There was a mic and him sitting. He was probably sitting down, just playing it.
What is Zamfir doing these days?
Is he dead?
Let's go to his Wikipedia page.
I like
Wouldn't it be
finding out
great
what
if you-
happens to people.
I love finding out like when people that you really dug growing up have now become like crazy political one way or the other. Like that was never a part of what they did. And
He's
suddenly
the
they have
Grand
some-
Wizard.
Yeah, or he's a Grand Wizard. He's like a radical vegan, like with dreadlocks.
Yes,
and,
using his pan flute to spread the word of
Yeah.
veganism.
Zamfir started an online petition to have all Jews put in garbage disposals. What?
that's a
What happened to that guy? He seemed like such a nice guy when we met
the
him.
pan flute. I didn't realize that he was channeling so much rage to that thing.
As he plays Deutschland on his pan flute. He knows every German march.
That would be a great like Mad Men style show to do a show about the early '80s like morning radio, like that.
Yeah.
Whole world of the competing, because it was like there were times it was really ugly what people would do to each
Literal
other to try
wars.
to. Yeah.
Zamfir. Not Zanfir.
No idea who you're talking about.
Zamfir.
You don't know who that is.
Yes,
You don't
do.
know who's it?
He's a
read
kid. He's a
book.
kid. He's a kid.
He's
It's
a kid.
pathetic.
He's almost 30.
It's sad. See? This is Zamfir. Just
Yeah.
put Master of the Pan Flute.
Exactly.
And it will come up, my friend. Oh, I can play along with this.
This is yesterday by him, obviously. Yeah. Zamfir.
Yeah, Jim, you used to play this in your car to relax the tranny hookers before they got in, just to make it okay.
Well, they told me it was a pan flute.
And his body was writhing and his hands were moving.
It's all right, honey. That Venezuelan guy plays something just like it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Daddy, you got to pull back the little hood on this one.
Yeah, don't you fret none. No, that's a special pussy. That's a special pussy just for you. It's Ramadan.
Oh, shit. You don't know what happened to him?
He's still passionate
still
about
doing it.
Playing? He's still
I mean,
passionate.
in the spirit of fairness,
Yeah.
he really can play.
The
Yeah.
pan flute.
I mean, we're all kidding aside.
And he was the only guy, though.
Yeah.
You didn't have another pan flute guy.
Who's the second pan flute guy? I
There's
like.
no
I always
second
like
pan.
You know
knowing
who
the second guy.
pan flute guy is? The bitterest motherfucker.
Yes, the Pete Best of the pan flute.
You bring up Zamfir's like, that's oh my
Fucking guy's
God.
a hack.
Yeah.
I got close once.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's Nickelback, Limp Bizkit, and Zamfir, the luckiest assholes in this business. Don't say that name to me.
There's a whole warehouse of Larry the Pan Flute King bumper stickers that never got used.
He stinks.
Yeah, but Larry got in trouble locally with some fucking pornographic images of children.
Some file trading in the early AOL days.
Yeah. He was in a chat room, LTPFK or whatever it is. That was his screen name.
We need to write a book on the second guy. A whole book on the second guy.
The second pan flute guy.
Or just the second guy had a lot of other things.
Oh, right. Well, there was always, I think the definitive one is the other guy from Wham, Andrew Ridgeley.
Ridgeley.
Ridgeley got fucked over supreme with that.
You know the when what's his name Bannister broke the 4-minute mile.
Yeah.
There's another guy that did it that day.
Really?
Who's that guy?
Who's he?
Because he didn't win the
Wow.
race.
Wow. Sebastian Coe.
Yeah.
I remember Sebastian Coe.
Yes.
God
Who's
damn it,
Sebastian
Jimmy.
Coe?
He was a runner back in the early 70s, whatever, mid-70s, like a marathon runner.
I don't,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if he went marathon. Did he go marathon?
Or maybe he sprinted. I don't know. He was a runner. Can you look that up, Sam? That's
I think he did the middle distances. If you need to know, Jimmy, I think.
Okay. He was
I think. I don't think he did more than like the 2 mile.
Didn't they do a 3-minute mile or something? Or no? Is that impossible?
No, it's impossible.
Who knows?
What's the fastest mile run so far?
I thought Sebastian Coe had it at one point. I'm going to make sure that he is relevant. I want him trending
It's
on
all
Twitter.
about Sebastian Coe. now.
What's David Allen Coe's mile record
what's
right
his,
now? Is he doing? Did he get it down below 10?
He did it right after he saw who moved in next door.
Oh, David.
Wait, hold on.
There you go.
That's
He has a tattoo on his
hey,
cock,
everybody.
too. I remember years ago in one of the porn magazines, it might have been Wii or Hustler in the like early 80s.
I used to love Wii.
I did too.
Showed like hardcore.
Pia Zadora. There was a picture of her,
yes.
slow fade, pink nipples.
Yeah, in the
remember
bathtub
that?
and shit. I remember that.
That's a
Wii.
classic pick.
But David Allen Coe had a tattoo on his cock. I don't remember what it was. It might have been a spider in the middle of his dick, but one of the magazines showed his tattoo on his dick. I don't remember. It's been so many years.
That's a hell of a commitment and a hell of a move to actually show up and have that done.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that thing that the Onion ran. It was just a picture of David Allen Coe, and the headline says David Allen Coe waiting outside to kick your ass. That's all it says. That's all you need to say.
Ian's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I remember reading something from the Onion years ago about like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fighting again like now.
Right.
and how it was just... And they went like round by round and really did it, and they were calling him smoldering Joe Frazier. And their punches weren't even hitting each other. But the way it was written, I was fucking crying. I had to turn away and not read anymore because I couldn't breathe. Those laughs are the greatest, and you'll never hear that on our show. You'll never get those laughs.
Absolutely. We keep a nice level of lukewarm movie.
Yeah.
Just a few chuckles.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony, home of the... Oh.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's a good
point. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Just there were times reading The Onion that I was like, I can't believe I'm laughing this hard at a thing I'm just reading. I'm sitting here reading, and I'm about to pee myself. This is so hilarious. When was it the African? Was it black community terrorized by ask murderer? That was one of their headlines. Oh, and when Reagan died, the headline just said, Reagan's body dies.
Another great one was, holy fuck, we landed on the moon.
Oh, God.
And it was the headline of a newspaper, and it was supposed to be sick 1969, and the news about it, and he just kept saying, oh my God, holy fuck, man still walks on moon.
They have a quote, first words from the moon, holy living fuck.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they had that book. It's called Our Dumb Century, and they go to the Onion through like the beginning of America.
History.
So
fantastic.
there's one from the 70s, which
Holy
is
shit.
There it is. Man walks on fucking moon.
Neil Armstrong's historic first words: "Holy living fuck."
I can still read that and laugh my fucking balls off.
Yeah,
alone.
The guy who
above, Neil Armstrong.
The guy who wrote and directed Big Fan wrote that. That's one of the articles. He was one of the editors, and he was the editor, and he put that book together.
You know, this guy on hold for the last
Siegel.
A guy on hold for the last half hour. All he wants to say is how great Big Fan was.
Oh, really?
I fucking love that movie too, man.
I lucked out. I lucked out getting to do that. That script was so good.
It was interesting to watch you going through and reading and preparing, because it never occurred to me that sports radio's callers actually do that, but I'm sure they do.
Oh, they're competing with each other.
If you listen to, because Robert would play me some of the things that inspired him, and knowing what you know now, if you listen to some of the callers, they are so clearly reading off of a thing that they prepared and have. I mean, haven't you ever guys gotten callers where you're like, I think this guy wrote this stuff down.
Yeah.
Never.
We're waiting for that day, Pat. That would be real
You're
nice.
aspiring to that. Regarding Mr. Norton's statements on oversized piss flaps, I must vociferously disagree. Point one. Yeah, that'll never happen here.
No. Unfortunately, no.
Hey guys,
they're all adults.
What's going on? What are you doing?
So what's up?
Hey,
we're good.
Hey, is Jim Norton there?
What do you got?
Hey,
happy birthday, Jimmy.
What are you doing, Jim?
Oh, yeah, God, it's every caller.
Hey, so you're doing a show next week?
Yeah, well,
All right, that's cool.
Have you been calling us for years? Wow.
As different people?
I think it was some horrible town. Like, dude, you got to get up to Seekonk, Massachusetts. For what?
For what?
Oh yeah, the Facebook fan page. I have to every day people are like, hey, when are you coming to Ponca City, Oklahoma? And I gotta stop myself just writing never. What? No, I'm not.
Never.
No.
Not.
You're driving somewhere when I'm close to you. I'm not going there. I'm sorry. There's nothing there. I can't make that worth my while. I'd go if they'd pay me. No one's gonna pay me.
Well, we're going to try one of these out right
God,
now.
that's hilarious.
We got the guy from Westchester. He's been on for like a half hour.
Oh,
buddy, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Mike from
Mike?
New York.
Okay, you got
Mike.
Patton Oswalt listening to you. What's up?
Hey, I just want to say that movie Big Fan was hysterical, and it fits me and my friends to a T.
oh yeah. Do you guys call into a lot of sports shows?
Oh no, not only that, because when you talk about Giants are like, oh, we got to win this week. What do you think we should do? Incorporate ourselves.
You get into a panic like you're responsible for it. We got to do something here. What do we do?
Yeah, and you think everything with the good luck charm.
Yeah.
I know you're not in here to promote that, but that's out there where just kind of.
You can buy it on DVD. You can get it on iTunes. Has the worst DVD cover for a movie. It is the most misleading DVD cover I've ever seen. No. The poster that they did was great. Then they did a DVD cover that makes it look like,
oh my God,
I'm going to be at a football game.
Right.
There's
that looks
no
like the cover of a movie like
footage.
Rudy.
Yeah, I know. I look like it looks like Patton Special Day at the stadium, where I'm just like, I want to see football, and they take it's so, and the guy that put it together, we're like, there's no football in the, you understand?
Yeah,
it's not about that. And he said, people like football, like they'll get it for that reason. I go, yeah, they'll buy it and then they'll be furious.
Yeah,
of course.
Why don't you just put play? Yeah, if you're going to use that logic, put RoboCop on the cover.
People love RoboCop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do like RoboCop. I'll put that on there.
I highly recommend you go try to find a Big Fan with Patton Oswalt.
It's on Netflix, right?
And with football season, starting this week.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
is
Perfect time to watch that.
It was such a good script. It was
great.
And apparently it made the rounds for like almost a decade. Like people always wanted to make it, but it's so dark and he wouldn't change it. And then he wrote The Wrestler, and that got him all this heat. And he said, "All right, screw it, I'm going to make Big Fan now."
Oh wow!
Now that I have the heat to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting how stupid they are too? Like all these years, it's a little too dark. Fucking people. I really hate entertainment business.
Oh, it's not a typical Hollywood movie. This thing is dark, man.
No. This is like one of those
places.
early 70s.
Yeah.
5 easy
Gritty.
pieces, and but it's God, they shot the hell out of it. It looks great. And it really looks. Here's what the only thing that really drove me crazy about the movie was after it came out, we got really good reviews, and then the Village Voice, which I love the Village Voice, but their review was like, the guy was like, oh, these horrible Staten Island stereotypes, like, oh, we're going to laugh at these suburban idiots. The guy that wrote that review would never go to Staten Island, so he's defending people that he would never actually go hang out with. And B, everyone I've met from Staten Island goes, that's exactly what it's like. You totally nailed it. That's exactly what it's like out here. Like I nothing cracks me up more than people defending people that don't want their help. When they try to pick the fight for them, people are like, no, that's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah.
No, he's right.
Here.
Yeah, don't defend me against that, because I actually kind of agree with that stuff.
Right on.
Yeah.
Critics are really annoying. When they write good things, though, I kind of like them.
Fuck them. When they like your stuff, you love them.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but I mean, I'm sure that it's got to be a nice feeling when that happens.
Why don't we let Patton finish his bagel? We'll take a break.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm eating on
No,
the
I
air.
don't mean it. I don't mean it like that.
We do it all the time.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Yeah, go ahead.
Rich Voss was
Oh my
actually,
God,
we were
he's the
actually
worst.
doing something with him where he had to ask him a question, and he was like, hold on, and he would bite his egg sandwich and then prepare to answer the question.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do on the air that's more distracting than Voss and his Nicorette.
I want to get Patton's take on the debate, because you were great on Twitter last night, sir.
Thank you, man.
And it was really good too, man. Just going with the flow. So.
How come? What about me?
I didn't read your. Did you?
Were
have a
you?
few?
Were you tweeting?
Oh, I blocked you.
Hey, wait a minute.
So
I don't think
I don't have your tweet.
Jim, I don't think I'm following you.
Oh shit!
But I.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
Oh,
But I just want to help, Chessie. Please,
Jimmy, you weren't tweeting a lot about it though. That's the problem. Anthony was in real time, Patton was in real time. That's why
I did no. Right
those
before,
guys were in real time.
But right before I went to bed, I said I just took a treacherous shit in 80 wiper. I didn't even know the debates were happening.
I was talking about the yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
But Patton killed it last night, and definitely killed it. So
I was really.
Why don't we talk about that next?
Fun just sitting there miserable
we'll
on my
talk that
couch.
And let's not forget Patton Oswalt, Finest Hour, available now on Showtime on demand. Replays Friday at 9 on Showtime, and then the album comes out on September 20th.
iTunes, right?
Yes, well, you can pre-order it now on iTunes and Amazon, and it drops.
Oh, look at you!
I'm like a gangster rapper.
Watch out
on Tuesday.
You and Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
We'll be right back.
Sirius XM, the virus.
What we have here is the best of both worlds. The fastest reflexes modern technology has to offer, onboard memory, and 30 years of human experience and interaction. Bobocop, what are your prime directives?
To serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law, and to jerk off in a toilet, all right?
Part man, part robot. Complete imbecile.
Alive or dead? Dead or alive? What am I supposed to say?
Hey, fuck you, you metallic mongoloid. Eat a bowl of dicks. Will he be able to recall his past memories?
Don't you remember? Bobo, it's you.
What's me?
You, Bobo, it's you.
Who is?
Holy fuck, Bobo! You! It's you! Bobo, it's you!
I think I'm in a weak signal area.
Unit, please respond. We have a 16-3 in progress.
All right, let's go, Mr. Mamoonigan.
Bobo Cop! Who is he? What is he? I suck.
The dumbest, most annoying person on the planet is now a law-enforcing cyborg.
Bobocop, any special message for the kids at home?
Believe me, all right. You gotta wear a condom when you go to sleep, because you don't want to jizz in your pants when you're...
Bobocop?
Sorry. I mean, stay out of trouble.
Bobocop. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Patton Oswalt in studio today. On Twitter, Patton Oswalt, OSWALT. We spelled it wrong on our pad data.
What?
Would you spell it like Lee Harvey?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh,
we just lost Patton.
Shit.
Good day, sir.
I said good day.
You know, the drinking stuff has to make the air. That was too good.
Yeah.
Patton has a theory. Ant's got a theory.
Well, I just concurred with Patton's theory.
And me and you were talking going to the bathroom, how I don't understand how you could drink a bottle of wine at 9 o'clock at night and function today, because I would absolutely not be able to function.
Yeah, it was
if I had a bottle of wine starting at 9 o'clock last night.
I got to admit, though, I couldn't do it without sleeping a fuckload beforehand. Yeah.
Right.
Like, I remember yesterday, like daytime yesterday? I do. See, I don't.
See,
I was gone.
Are you still drunk or hungover right now, sir?
No, now I kind of feel okay.
What about at 6 o'clock?
I think.
What about at 6 in the morning?
No, I was okay then too.
Yeah, I didn't notice
one bottle.
I didn't notice
is okay.
at all.
Sometimes I'll have one bottle and look at the clock and go, I could probably squeak another glass or two in, and then
you're
it's
drinking
bad.
red or white.
Red.
Yeah. See, red doesn't
whatever
give
kind
me,
of mood I'm in that night.
Red gives me horrible hangovers.
See, red doesn't give me the really bad hangovers.
Oh, there's shit in red that'll fuck up your
tannins.
Yeah, all that crap.
No, I will. Red will. Ooh, if I get hammered on red wine, it's a 2-day hangover, literally. And I got a washcloth on my head. I'm moaning and groaning, writhing around in bed.
One bottle doesn't do that? One bottle would absolutely
good.
do that to me.
One bottle's good. It's like Vitamita Vegemin to me.
I'm just
but a little more, and
I'm just
you
amazed.
keep in that little water bottle holder on the treadmill when you're running along.
When I'm exercising, I just got a squirt bottle. Squirt all over my head.
Yeah.
A little red wine.
Is it in you?
Is it in you? Exactly.
Oh, you want to hear the Michael Jordan outtakes from that commercial?
Oh no!
Have you ever heard this?
Oh, it's terrible.
It's so worth playing for Patton.
Yeah.
All Michael Jordan had to do was that one lousy line.
Yep.
Do we have that quickly?
Let me hear that.
All right, here it is. Listen to this.
Ready?
God,
Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you?
He doesn't know how to say it.
That's great.
Wait,
No.
Gatorade.
I gotta hear
Is
it.
it in you?
Right. Ready? Is it in you? Ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
No! That's
No.
not it. This is so aggravating.
Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it? Gatorade, is it in you?
No!
Nope. One more time.
Fucking idiot.
Try the last way you just said it, just conversational. Gatorade, is it in you?
All right, ready? Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? Okay, ready? Gatorade, is it in you? No, don't like that.
Oh, you don't.
Gatorade,
Yeah.
is it in you? Okay. Gatorade, is it in you?
Oh, dear.
There it is.
Oh, Michael.
I love the really forceful Gatorade one.
It's funny when they have to kiss his ass.
I
love
I
the
know.
time. Yeah.
It's the Orson Welles thing. You've done 8 ads for us. And by far, always the best.
Well, I did it right the first
time.
Fellas, you're losing your heads.
You know it.
Find me a jury.
Find me a...
No one says it like that.
I love
Why?
how...
I did it right the first time.
Yes.
I love how Michael keep going. You ready? No, Michael, they're ready.
Yeah,
Trust me. They're way more than
They
ready.
are so ready.
They're not the ones with the problem.
They
here.
assume this would
You
take
guys- you
30
guys
seconds.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't believe it's the greatest.
In you?
Yeah.
Oh no. Come
Is
on.
it in you? Is it in you? Is it in you?
Well, you know,
Chris
I was
Crumb
talking.
coating.
There's these two guys, the Sklar brothers, Randy and Jason
Mm-hmm.
Sklar, and I was talking to them about LeBron James, and they were saying something really interesting, which was like, LeBron James, as dumb as his decisions are, is at his heart a very nice guy, which is why he's not a champion. He doesn't have that driven. Whereas, but they go, consequently, he has the most chance of, after all this craziness, of having a normal life and becoming a real person.
You have to be able to step over people and be a scumbag?
Well, not even so much a scumbag, but you have to like literally think of yourself in godlike terms that you are more than human and just the world doesn't quite apply to you like it does to little people. In a lot of ways, that's the thinking of these champions. Like Michael Jordan is an amazing basketball champion and a horrible human being, and he's burning his life to the ground because that drive makes you not live a good life outside of the sport.
Outside of
Because
what you're driven
He
up
buys
for,
like motocross teams and hemorrhages money. And people go, hey, you can't make this work. And he's like, I'm Michael Jordan. In the fourth quarter, I will pull. Like, in his mind, he will always
and he's
pull
still
it
using
out.
basketball
He will
terms.
always, like that's the gambling. That's all that stuff. It's
Wow.
so weird. Yeah.
I heard he's a big card player.
Yeah.
By the way,
But
never heard anyone in my life badmouth Michael Jordan until today.
Oh, really? No,
I'm
it's
not-
legendary.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. Again, I'm not. He is an amazing basketball player, but a lot of the stuff that made him. We know a lot of comedians that they're amazing comedians, and the thing that makes them so incredible on stage kind of makes them train wrecks in real life.
Oh,
like
geez.
it happens. It's
we're
hard.
sitting right next to one. Let me give you a hint without saying we're both sitting next to one.
It's in between you two.
Guys.
And you know,
Jimmy.
Don't be
Jimmy's
fresh.
listening.
his name rhymes with Bim Borton, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, guys.
No, but like
It's Tim Horton. He's a Canadian hockey player.
But you know what I'm talking about? Like, there's just that sometimes the drive to succeed in one small area can really burn everything else down in your
That's
life.
interesting. I'm
Good
kinda-
point, sir.
I'm trying to see if that applies to
Richard
like
Pryor.
me.
Pryor,
You know,
the greatest of all time, and his fucking personal life is a disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Absolute disaster. But on stage, when he was on that stage, and I would say like on stage and kind of nowhere else, because once he got successful, look at the decisions he would make about the movies he would do. He would do that those early movies like Blue Collar and Lady Sings Blues. Are just like, can't believe this guy didn't get an Academy Award, and then later on just went
Toy.
yeah.
Oh my God.
But they were throwing millions at him, though. It was hard to say no to the money. I think Brewster's Millions. There were some awful ones. Moving.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, another. What was it? Another You, I think.
But also, I think it was that
Silver
thing where he
Streak.
goes, I'm on stage. I'm making stuff work that no one has ever been able to make work.
Yeah.
So getting that mindset of like, I can make anything work. I can make it's Carl Lewis singing the national anthem. I can do that. I'm Carl Lewis. I can do anything. Yeah. No, dude. Just because you can, nail the one thing, you probably can't do the other.
That is a fascinating hypothesis, and I always wonder if people know they're assholes. Which is that's a tough question. Like I don't know if I'm looked at as an asshole.
How can you not? What, you never read Twitter?
I know, that's just
Don't you see the billboards in Times Square?
Exactly. That's just it. Like, you read some things on Twitter and stuff. I think it's easier to maybe figure out if you have some asshole-ish tendencies these days, because there's so many people that can tell you.
Yeah.
In the old days, you just walked around and someone would have to go to your face and say, hey, you're an asshole. Take the time to get a quill and write it.
How would someone like a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan know they're assholes when that asshole behavior is what made them a champion? Like a lot of times they're on the court and they do something that some guy's like, you're an asshole. It's like, damn right, I just scored.
Motherfucker.
And of course you think I'm an asshole. And then that just and I'm not even judging them, because if I were in that position, I know I would be even worse if I had those kind of skills. Right. I would be a monster.
In your face.
Yeah.
All the time.
And then on the other hand, you have people like Reggie Miller, who are just as amazing, and everything I've heard, he's the nicest, most down to earth guy. So I'm not saying that applies everywhere, but it clearly. I think that the most. I know this is weird, but some of our most effective presidents have been effective because they're horrible people and because they're willing to. I read this great thing by a guy named Jonathan Hickman. A president has got to understand that when he goes into the White House, when he leaves 4 or 8 years later, he will have murdered people. And he's going to have to be able to sleep with that for the rest of his life.
Wow.
So someone like Jimmy Carter, who was a really nice guy and does great work, but not a good president because he cannot square the fact. And then people like Nixon, except for all the paranoia, did amazing foreign policy stuff because he was like, I got to kill some people here to make things like it's just that weird. And Clinton too. Clinton he killed people.
Yeah.
He went over, did these little wars and just and left. You know what? I'm going to be okay with it.
And then, he didn't inhale. Such a hate comics that just do the old reference.
Do they just have their old joke in there?
Lewinsky's dress. You got it? Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. I was talking with someone about I was arguing with someone about George Bush, and they brought up a really good point about George W. Bush, because I was like, I think he was a horrible president. And then they said, well, you think he's a horrible president because he got stuff done that you didn't want to get done. But as far as being an effective president, has there ever been a president that got everything he wanted the way that anything, any horrible thing he wanted to put through, he got it through. Whereas Obama is trying to give people, I want to give you guys free health care. No, you can't get that through. You have a majority, so what do you mean when you talk about effectiveness?
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's just that there's that weird. So I don't know. I'm reading the Robert Caro's the Lyndon Johnson biography, that big 3-volume thing.
Jeez.
It's
Wow.
unbelievable.
He was quite the character.
I normally don't read huge doorstop biographies. I don't want this thing to end.
It's a 3-volume book.
Huge. The Path to Power, the Master of the Senate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What part
the
are
stuff
you up to? What's he up to?
I'm in Master of the Senate right now, and he is basically, I didn't realize it in the 50s and 60s. The Senate was just a joke. It was a joke, and he came in and said, oh no, I know exactly what to do with this thing. I'm going to make this. So, it's unbelievable.
How did he become the president, though? What actually happened?
The book says that it was JFK committed suicide. That's the worst research part, but otherwise, it's not.
Holy shit, Jimmy!
But yeah, it's an amazing book.
I'm trying to. It's funny. I was trying to get my reading habits back because like I'm so online now.
So am I.
It's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to read for more than 5 minutes. Then I got to go to the computer. Then I
jerk off.
Dude, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
trying to fucking just make myself read more.
Yeah.
Because I used to love to read.
A real book made of paper and
I
everything.
I like to smell it. Yeah.
Yeah, every time I open like 4 JPEGs and get them just the right size and line up so I can jerk off to the gallery I've put together.
Right.
Like,
The little strip
I
club
could have
you've put
read a
together for
chapter
yourself.
I could have read a Hitchens essay while I was doing that.
It's hard to make yourself read, man.
What happened to my imagination?
Nothing worse than spending too much time jerking off and realizing, boy, I could have just gotten that over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I want to make it perfect?
Yeah, why did I just...
Perfect one.
Yeah,
I
why
gave
did-
my dick dinner.
Yeah, why
It's
did
like
I just...
fucking candlelight.
I just storyboarded and put a soundtrack on my masturbation. Good Lord.
Yeah, I know.
Spielberg didn't work this hard on The Color Purple.
Fucking, yeah. Holy shit. I'm on Pro Tools, like putting fucking CGI with the girls
do a
there.
slideshow.
Yes,
put
she's in
this-
space. It's
Put
great.
this Fergie song on. All right, here we go. Just time it. Time it.
It's fucking midnight. I started at 5.
What's worse than when you edge for hours and you finally blow your load, but you time it wrong, and
Yeah.
only fluid comes out, and you feel like you got a half pound of spackle left in your balls,
no.
like you just
How
don't
do you
finish the
solve that?
orgasm. It's horrible.
like
One
a
of those
terrible
ones that
ride.
you just get a half an orgasm out of.
We'll be right back on The View.
Yes.
In just a second. Thank
Jimmy,
you, Jim.
it's not the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah. When the destination is a fucking head-on collision into a wall. The journey wasn't that great.
Hey, Patton, you got to give your theory on drugs and alcohol.
Oh, well, okay, this is my...
And Anthony was with you on this.
Okay. It starts with that theory of like, well, boys are better than girls at math. I actually think with math and chess, there's just a tiny portion of the population that just get it, and then some that don't, and that's
Right.
it. And we're trying to force people that everyone can learn math. I don't think that I also think only a tiny part of the population needs to know math and physics to move us along. So like, figure out in high school who gets it early. Good. Let's put those kids in the math classes and leave everyone else alone. And let them go on with their lives.
Right.
Now, along the same lines, I think that there is a small part of the population that do better on drugs and alcohol. They're actually effective, and it doesn't hurt their lives. And there's no way to study that, but if they could, there's obviously people that drink and do drugs that need to go into Alcoholics Anonymous and need to get off it.
They're disasters.
But there's other people that it actually kind of helps them.
Jimmy just gave me the bedroom eyes, I think. Oh, that's right. He was staring at me.
But there's, if you read the William Manchester biography of Winston Churchill, I'm reading all these biographies. I'm turning into my dad. I'm reading these biographies about once I start getting to the Civil War, then I'm done. Winston Churchill would not have won World War II if he hadn't been plastered. Like,
he
it
was
helped
drinking.
him save the world.
Do you think some of his decision making was a little more loose? Like inhibitions kind of drop, and you go, let's send a whole fucking bomber crew in the daylight over there to Dresden.
I think it definitely opened a row of doors and windows in his brain, so that he saw a bigger perspective than someone who was maybe sober and narrow and going, let's look at the task at hand. Whereas Winston's like, let's throw it all up in the air, see what we do here.
Yes.
Boom.
Let's run up the flagpole, see what sticks.
Yeah.
Or wait a minute.
And he, so there are certain people that it kind of helps.
It works for them.
And also some people, it doesn't adversely affect them. And I know that's a very taboo thing to say, but some people, the alcohol and drugs are good for them.
Do you know, not everyone can draw Tippy the Turtle from the matchbook.
No,
and it's
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Some people are cut out for it, and I think your math thing, I think math is part art. It's supposed to be this definitive science where, 1 + 1 is 2. That's where mine ends, by the way.
Yeah.
But there's an art
wait a second. One plus
1.
Oh God! I'm sorry, you lost.
Yeah,
me.
I know.
Right.
See, some people aren't as good at it.
Yeah.
You're probably more a grammar guy.
I don't have the gift.
Yeah, the gift. It's but I think there's an art to it in looking at those numbers and instantly being able to figure it out, much like a painter would with a canvas and paint.
Yeah. Like I don't believe that everyone has a sense of humor. I don't believe that everyone can play basketball or everyone. I do not believe in anyone can do anything.
Right.
We're all equal.
Fuck
We're not.
that.
the reason that we can move forward is that people have different skills
People
and
that are
weaker
better at
and,
other
yeah.
things. The
I
world
just
needs
don't-
ditch diggers too, you know.
Hey, there's an art to building a wall. There's an art to there is
Gotta be
that some
Italian.
people don't get. I can't build things. I can't build things, and other people can.
Right?
So yeah,
2 parts
so
cement, 1 part water.
yeah, and look, I get drunk, and it doesn't really help me. But there's other people I know that they get drunk and it really helps them.
And
They're better
some,
drunk.
some people are really, really bad drunks.
Yeah, then there's some people that
Yeah.
should not be drinking.
Yeah, and other people that
Yeah.
are fine and status quo, and other people that all of a sudden it becomes a beautiful mind. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're writing on the windows.
No, it
Of course,
happens.
it's scribble.
Yeah, yeah.
Dick pictures. Wait, is this math you're writing on my? Well, then people could see this outside. What are you doing?
And then you said you were a better driver when you were drunk.
I said I was a better driver when I was drinking,
To a
not
point.
completely drunk. I would hit a point where I would be like, I'm not driving. But there was times where I would be over the legal limit of 0.08. And I knew I was, but I knew I would drive home doing the speed limit, staying in the middle lane or the right lane, and doing the speed limit and not weaving. You know, just keep my eyes on the road.
You would have that focus.
Not tailgating, focused. Because I knew if I got pulled over, I'd be fucked.
No texting or tweeting.
No. And
no
now,
changing the radio station.
when I'm sober, I'm a fucking lunatic on the road.
Well, then there's your PSA. If you're going to if you drink and drive scared.
Drive petrified.
If you're going to drive drunk, do it scared. Yeah.
And they do scare you at the commercials. They go, if you're drinking, you will get a DUI. And that just makes me go, wow, I better drive nicely when I'm drunk so they don't catch me.
Radio off, window open, cool air hitting
That's
me.
it. Oh, the cold air hits you.
Nice and focused.
Radio off, really. That's tough to do.
There is nothing where, but if you're drunk, you get lost in a song. If a great song comes on,
that's right.
oh man,
Yeah, you
forget
gotta,
it.
you know,
Immigrant song comes on, I'll drive into a
that
school.
will dump your pedal.
Boom.
That will make your foot go down a little bit on the gas pedal.
Who wants to be killed listening to Mares Eat Oats and Dogs Eat Oats and Little Lambs Eat Ivy?
How many people do you think have died because they didn't like the song on the radio?
Oh, and went to change it?
And went
How
to
many
change
people
it?
have died because they loved the song on the radio and put their foot there? Yeah.
Well, that moment you just looked away because you were turning the radio.
That's what I'm saying. How many people have died because the
Yeah.
song sucked on the radio and you're like, oh, fuck this, and you're looking for something else.
Yeah.
Oh, how many people died and they weren't close enough to the button? So when they died, it was like Barry Manilow's ready to take that chance
Oh,
again. Like
no.
that was the soundtrack of them burning alive in their car.
The
skin is coming off.
The cops are trying to rescue you. They're backing away from the heat and they're just saying, "Oh, Mandy, well you came and you get." Well,
We should
don't even save them.
Yeah.
We should get some EMT guys on the phone. I bet you they have stories. Horrific car accidents with a horrendous song still
We were going to cut the guy out of it, but
Arms
Nickelback's
was on.
Photograph was playing. I can't get close to that. Look at this photograph. Let him die.
The guy who might have cured cancer could have been killed when he was 6 because somebody didn't want to hear "Aha" again on the radio, and their car plowed into it.
Oh God, yeah.
Boom.
That is rough to think about,
Yeah.
right?
That's tough. Oh, I can't hear another Foreigner song.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Patton James in North Carolina says, we don't want health care because of the price we have to pay for it.
Serious politician guy is calling
No,
out.
it's all just laughs right
Serious
now.
politics
James.
guy.
I thought the whole point is that they're trying.
That it was a thing that was good. That people just
Aren't they trying? Well, the other thing is once people get free health care, then they don't want it ever to go away. So that's the other reason to stop it going through, because then it becomes this thing you can use. So
it becomes a right, just about.
Yes, exactly.
What did you think of the debates last night there?
I
Or
love
the
I
debate?
love any kind of presidential debate, because what as a comedian, and you know this too, Jim, when people
Why?
have something.
I've interviewed enough.
No, you hang around with comedians, right, Jim?
Yes.
So,
Oh my God, it was brutal. One word.
people are never less. People are never more stiff and overthinking when they have something on the line. Like if you're doing a set and it's a Tuesday night and there's 80 people in the room, you're just loose and hilarious. Then if it's a Thursday and it's packed and your manager's like, the Letterman people are here to watch you, then you're
Why would they ever tell you that, by the way?
just don't tell me. Let me just go up.
Don't tell
So
you
these
guys
guys, they've got the White House on the line. So they're trying to be loose, but their version of loose is so stiff. And like early on when Perry and Romney were going at each other with the Al Gore jab and then the Dukakis jab.
I was like watching Gladiator.
Yeah, but it was still came off so stiff because they would do the weird nervous laugh afterwards, like, I hope people don't think I'm an asshole. Which is a weird.
So you're saying it looked more Punch and Judy?
Yeah, but in a weird way, like that's why watching someone like Ron Paul or Michelle Bachmann, who in their heart they know they're not going to get it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, I'm just here to get my point across. It was like I loved having Al Sharpton when he would debate because he's like, I'm not going to win. I'm just going to try to get enough votes that I can bargain for something I want down the line. So he would just say whatever and he was showing clips on his show of stuff he would say to people, and it was
just to try to
brutal.
Yeah. I remember seeing him during those debates. And just being horrified and disgusted. Yeah. Because you knew he didn't have a chance in hell of winning. It's like, and why the fuck is he even up there? Because he's the guy.
He's there to stir things up. And he knows how to use politics. He knows how to use the form and the system to get. He doesn't want the White House. He wants the guy that wants the White House to need something from him. That's the strategy.
He knows how to work the system. But it's amazing he's even been allowed to stay in the system over the years.
Well, and nobody's brutal back to him. That's the problem.
Right.
Is that he's an awful guy, and nobody just attacks him with the venom that they should. Like so he would attack them, and they would look weak because they don't hit back and just brutalize.
Because they don't want to be the guy that yelled at the black guy,
and
then lose their
exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
Like
that thing in the Laugh Factory.
Oh well. I was talking earlier about David Duke. And how he, went into politics and
got
he
cheek implants.
He he did.
Gorgeous man.
Just wonderfully beautiful. He got into politics and he was a bit right of the mainstream, let's say.
You think?
But he had kind of forsaken his grand wizard of the KKK beginnings and became a politician.
Right.
But MSNBC isn't going to have him on to talk about the debates, yet they have Al Sharpton on, who was one of the biggest race-baiting, race card-playing hatred mongers of the 80s with those lying Mason and Maddox and Tawana Brawley and hanging out Stephen Pagonis. And he never, ever has to pay for that. To this day, no one calls him.
Well, I bet that MSNBC would have David Duke on as a guest. Are you kidding? For the ratings,
but just like they would have, just like Fox would have Sharpton on as a guest, which they have, so they can argue with him.
Yeah,
I could see that, but they wouldn't. But even like Fox wouldn't put David Duke on to discuss the presidential debates. It's too out there. But he gets a free pass for his entire past. Reverend Al.
Well, white guilt's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
That's all I was trying to say.
By the way, Fox is just as bad with stuff like race as MSNBC. Even though they're much more conservative, but they're just as frightened of being declared racist as
everybody's
MSNBC
petrified of being declared racist. Believe me. But
well, the code language since Obama got into the White House is gorgeous. The gymnastic twists and turns. They can't just go, I'm not comfortable with a black guy. So all the different Kenyan, exotic.
Right, yes.
It feels like Caribbean. There's a dry erase board in the basement of, and they have the word, they have the word nigger at the top. And then they go, we can't say this. Now I need, everyone just brainstorm ideas. What can we say instead? Exotic.
Keep throwing them at me.
Exotic
Keep throwing
them
at me.
Kenyan. Nice. Kenyan. All right. Nice. Okay. Cotton picking, that's going to be a little clumsy. I don't know if we can do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it at the bottom of the board. We'll keep it up there.
Think about it.
What's so hilarious is, especially watching the Republican debates, is that they are. I mean, there's a Tea Party test, and I'm not saying that I disagree with everything the Tea Party says. I just the way they go about it is so the Tea Party is the right wing's annoying hippie assholes. They're their version of the women that are painting their breasts and dancing with tambourines. We're like, would you guys just
tone it down?
Stop it.
I like some of their ideology, but they're no worse than the Congressional Black Caucus and a lot of this other bullshit on the other side.
Watching people that are beholden to a fringe group try to debate is so hilarious to me.
It really
have to,
is,
throw little bits of red meat out to them. That tension is, to me, just comedically is fantastic.
Watching them try to dance around the obvious is hilarious.
Yeah.
When you're watching somebody tap dancing around the obvious so they don't come off looking a certain way, but they want to step right in the middle of that.
Like for instance, the evolution thing. I honestly don't believe in their hearts any of those people up there disagree with evolution, but they can't just go, yeah, it's been tested for hundreds of years. Let's just move the hell on.
Watch the votes tumble away.
They have to go, well, it's not. They also can't just come out and go, God just made the whole thing. Yeah. So they have to find that weird middle ground, and it makes them sound crazy.
Yeah, there's a
not even the flip flopping, just the verbal gymnastics to try to.
Twisting and turning. It's like watching one of those movies where the guy has to squeak through all those lasers to get to the vault. That's what he's doing.
I think we finally have the first generation of politicians who finally realize everything is on videotape now. Everything's recorded forever.
Everything.
So you have to be careful what you say, because they can literally make you debate yourself in 10 years and show what a hypocrite you are.
They were trying to do it on the debate last night. And,
yes,
I was watching the clip didn't work. I actually was sitting there and I said out loud to myself, I'm alone drinking, remember? And I sat there in front of the TV and actually went, why would it work? I swear to you. It's what we do here every time something doesn't work. Play the clip, we go, why would it work? So he goes, and this is you, a few years ago talking about this subject. We want you. And literally, he would have had to debate himself.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I hated that guy. Yeah, fuck him.
That guy was miserable.
I'm telling you,
I'm not that guy anymore.
After watching last night's debate, it will come down to either Romney or Perry, and the reason I can say this as a comedian is because they were the stiffest.
Right.
Because they have something to lose.
They looked presidential.
Everyone else is just, not even presidential, they looked like, do not fuck this up. So close. And Kane and Bachman, and they were just like, all right, so anyway, they just
Bachman,
were so
Turner,
loose.
Overdrive, they were just, wow.
I remember in 2008. I knew that McCain was going to lose in 2008 when I watched the Alfred E. Smith dinner, because Obama went up and he was kind of funny, but he was a little stiff, and he was thinking that, and McCain was so fucking funny, because he clearly, it was a week before the election, someone showed him the numbers, he's like, well, I'm not gonna win,
fuck this,
boom, and just went out and then went on SNL and killed, and when Obama went on SNL, he was stiff, and it's because don't fuck this up.
Wow.
So that's as a comedian, I can just tell, he knows he's gonna lose, he knows he could lose it. So that's why they're acting the way they are.
It's yours to lose.
Yeah,
so
that's
keep it cool, keep it stiff.
That's the worst thing to say to a performer.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's yours,
this up, dude.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Oh, you got this, man. No, now that you said that, I don't.
No. Jerry, the pilot of the plane is sitting out in the audience. I just wanted you to know. You ever see that Seinfeld episode? Well, you were on an episode of Seinfeld, but one of the ones
How'd
where
you get that?
Yeah, it is a great fucking. It's the coolest
I
fucking
wish I
thing.
could tell. I wish I had a great story. I went in.
Question.
Yeah, I went in and I auditioned. That's it. I wish I had a better story.
Fucking cool ass show to be on, though.
But there's nothing worse than when you say you did something and a comedian's like, well, how'd you get there? Are they looking for people? It's like,
Shut up.
Leukemia.
Why don't you just die? There was one of his like road managers was the woman from that 70s show, The Mother. And she'd always like nudge him. And he was going out on stage, and out of nowhere,
She goes, I don't want you to be upset or nervous or anything, but the pilot of the plane we were on is sitting in the audience. And he goes, why are you even telling me like it means nothing? So he goes out and he starts doing his act and he turns and looks at the pilot and the pilot's looking at him and he froze. He flops, sweats. He runs backstage. He goes, why did you tell me that? But it's one of those things where it's like, it could fuck you up.
Yeah.
Just being told something
Don't
like
put
that.
any thought into my head. Just let me wander out
Just
there.
do it. Yeah, shut up.
What do you think of Ron Paul there, Patton?
I like. It's weird how Ron Paul. It's like somebody tweeted about Ron Paul. He's just he's 90% right. He's 90% right. Which is my friend tweeted. Yeah, that's like going. Here's a great bowl of ice cream with a tiny teaspoon of dog shit in it. So that's fun, But it is weird how so many of the things that he's destined to be like the Ramones of the new right wing, of like he had the ideas first and never got to profit off of them, which is let's scale this stuff back. I'm all for let's put more money in the infrastructure. Let's I'm all about America first.
Well, you're going to hear that tonight,
me.
by the way.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
It's like I heard that though during the campaign.
I swear to God,
it's supposed to be a new idea. What happened? Wait a minute.
You're talking about like calling Al Sharpton on his shit. I'm really glad that I have that my third album, which we're on it. No, my second album. Or no, it's my third special.
Braggart.
No, I talked about...
It's the beauty of being me. You don't have those dilemmas.
Was I at the Oscars or the Emmys when George Clooney said to me, no, it might have been Sean Penn. But I was like so high on Obama, and I have a bit where I'm like... to me now, people are like, well, you must be really embarrassed by that. Like, no, it's a historical thing. That's how I felt. I was so excited, and now I can do new material about how, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to or thought it would. Like, when you're talking about, like, calling Al Sharpton on stuff, I wish it was okay for people to just be able to bring up to David Duke, to Al Sharpton, anyone, hey, you did this really horrible thing. Like, you got behind an obvious lie, and then have them go, yep, I was young and stupid, and I fucked up.
Right.
And I know better now for going through that shit. And I think a lot of people would go, yeah, that's how you learn stuff. You do something really dumb, and you fuck up big, and then you get to where you're like, oh, okay, now I can approach things a little calmer because I was part of this huge disaster. I actually don't trust a leader that never had to go through a, holy God, did I just screw up?
Wow, that was a bad one.
Wow, and then walk away from that. That's where you get the real...
No one does that.
Yeah.
There's not a human on the face of the earth that is of vote or electing age that hasn't fucked up.
Somebody recently sent me a link of something I said about the Iraq War. I literally couldn't have been wronger if I said that. If I said we were going to fight Sweden, I would have been more accurate than what I said about Iraq.
What'd you say?
I don't remember, but it was like, we'll be out quickly. I literally...
It's in and out. It's great.
But you have to own that and make fun of yourself for it and go, look, I was wrong. It happens.
Comedians, we're magazines. We're issues of a magazine. You don't get an old issue of Time magazine and then write them a letter going, you said George W. Bush is president, and excuse me, but maybe you need to because Obama's president. Yeah, that came out. That's a 5-year-old magazine, you idiot. So when people call me on my early stuff, I'm like, that's I stand by it because that's exactly how I felt at the time.
Yes, yeah.
But that shit changes constantly, and I'm glad that there's a record of that. There's a record of the. I mean, I'm delirious with hope when Obama's about to be elected because I'm so angry at the end of 8 years of Bush that I cranked up the hope too much. Like, I'm literally assigning him superpowers. That's how excited I am. And then you realize, people, I was dumb for getting wrapped up in this stuff. He is just as fallible as anyone else. He's done a lot of good things. He's done a lot of stupid stuff too.
Yeah. It would be nice though if, like other people, politicians, they are the one people that can never say, yeah, wow, I fucked up. Or let's look at what you said 2 years ago. It's like, 2 years ago I felt that way. You're right. Am I allowed to maybe get new facts situations change. Why can't my opinion change based on a changing situation?
Yeah.
But they will hold you like, well, you said that 2 years ago, and now you're saying something different. Oh my God, he's a flip flopper.
We punish them for being wishy-washy. That's our problem as voters, or whoever does.
We
vote.
want people that have crystal balls that can read into the future and know what decision to make now, and not look like an idiot 4 years from now.
But don't you feel like maybe in the next, not 4 years, maybe 8 or 12, it'll take another couple of cycles.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be some politician that will rise that will actually make a weapon out of going, yeah, boy, you should have seen me 5 years ago. I was...
And use that.
Now I know.
And make that acceptable.
And you know why I know? Because I got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy who's talking about it in hindsight, but he doesn't know. I've been through it. I know.
That'll be when the debates are like on HBO and they could say fuck.
Yeah.
That'll be great. He fucked the whole thing up when he was in office. It's like, HBO. And then you're like, the debates. Yeah. Hey, asshole. You were the fucking the motherfucker that wanted that bill passed.
Well, they started
shit in your hat.
They started that last night, and I was so waiting for either Romney or Perry when they were going, well, in your job, you created less jobs than Dukakis.
Yeah, yeah.
And if Romney had just gone, yeah, you know what, we tried that system and it didn't work, and now I know better. Now I know not to do that.
Now I know what. At least I could say I know one thing that doesn't work.
Yeah,
that I won't
we'll
try.
Never do that again.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But they never
it was
do.
like when people would bring up that Robert Byrd was in the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, and realize later how stupid it was.
Maybe he didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. No. I bet
he enjoyed it
what
at
if
the
he
time.
Loved it, but then he got a little older and went, these guys are horrible.
Yeah.
You know. Also, I love how people bring up he was in the Klan. The Klan is like the least powerful. Like they're basically it's a bunch of guys with no jobs. They don't have any voting power. They don't. They're not. I love when they hold up stuff like, oh, the Black Panthers or the Klan. You may as well just bring up the Sharks or the Jets. That they don't affect
At least
anything.
they can dance.
Yeah, they don't affect anything.
Well, the Panthers probably could.
Yeah, that's true. A lot better than the Klan. It looks stupid.
Two-stepping idiots.
Yeah. Oh, the Panthers. All 80 of them. All 80. Boy, when those guys get together, forget it.
Or is it, now you're talking the old ones or the new ones? Because, there's 40 of each.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I know. I almost feel like the Panthers and the Klan should just get together like professional wrestlers. Like, okay, this year, so in April, you attack us.
Yeah.
And then I'll call you out. Just to get like the fundraising going.
I think they should go around like Liddy and Leary went around and just go to colleges and beat each other up a little bit. People be like, wow, I feel like I was there. It's wonderful.
The MMA should do that. They should go tell the Klan and the Black Panthers, you have a year to train, get your best guy.
Man, yeah.
Get the best example of the white race, get the best example of the white. Let's put him in a ring and see what happens.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Some skin-headed motherfucker and some big Tyrone motherfucker and just go at it. Oh, that would start a race riot, though. That would be like awesome. The second the one guy gets an advantage over the other guy, I think society would just unload and start fighting. Wait, he's beating him up. Fight.
Those guys.
Those guys.
Shit.
Well, Patton Oswalt is here.
Yes, he is.
Finest hour available now on Showtime On Demand. Replays Friday at 9 on Showtime. And then the album comes out September 20th. It drops September 20th.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm from the street, guys. So it drops.
September 20th, which is a great day because that's 9 days before I'm in Tampa at the Improv.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
You see how I just segue?
Shit.
I'll say it now. I timed it that way.
It was very well done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because people are going to be so excited for comedy with the Tampa thing coming up that they're just going to buy anything new. So I'm like, I'm kind of riding in your jet wash. That's what I'm doing. I'm just, you know what I'm doing? Water skiing behind your yacht.
September 29th through October 1st, Tampa Improv. And I want to plug this USO thing, which
fuck yeah, it's a good thing. Man.
It's a 9/11 Remembrance Walk. It's the inaugural 5K walk through the heart of Lower Manhattan to remember and honor those who were lost 10 years ago. And it's Saturday, September 10th at 7. You can register on site.
7 p.m.
7 a.m.
Oh,
and it's at the Hudson River Park at Pier 46 between Charles Street and the West Side Highway. So it's obviously for a really good cause.
Yes, it's a good cause.
For the USO, which does a lot of great things for soldiers.
Yeah.
So if
you
you're
worked
around
with the USO, didn't you?
Yeah, I went with Colin to Iraq for the USO.
How many people get killed? Nice.
I bored a few to death on stage. A few suicides after my fucking set.
That'd be
They're like,
hilarious.
this is the free speech we're fighting for?
Imagine that telegram.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stop. Your son has died, stop.
Yeah.
It was out of boredom at a Jim Norton show,
No,
stop.
my parents got a telegram. Your son died. Put 2 shows in a row.
Yeah, I think like 90 of our guys joined Al Qaeda after your set. Right? They're just like, screw this. Strap a bomb to my chest. This is pointless. I'm fighting for this shit.
I was doing Christopher Walken impressions for the Republican Guard.
The guy's funny. I like it.
Holy shit.
You got to go through Iraq, like actual.
Yeah, we went in through Kuwait, and then we flew into we did Talil, Kirkuk, and Baghdad twice. And we were supposed to go to one more place. Maybe it was Talil. We tried to land in one place, but we couldn't because of the fog. So we had to do
fog.
We had to do 2 days in Baghdad instead of one. There was one location we lost.
Scary. Would you take Black Hawk?
No, we took no helicopters. We took all. Oh God, with the fucking.
The amphibious.
No. The those
armored personnel carrier. APC C-130.
C-130s.
C-130 to every base.
Every base C-130.
So they were big bases.
Yeah, and we had enough space in between each one. And there was one flight where we had to get diverted to another airport, and that's we hopped on Ricardo Sanchez's plane. No, this is in Iraq.
Sorry, I thought you were over there.
And we got to ride with him. He was running the all troops. So in Iraq, we had to ride with him. And
was he clean or was he dirty? Right, shut up, Anthony. What a hack!
But he was the top officer of.
Oh yeah,
and so
cheese.
It was really weird to watch his Delta team get off and fucking like secure the area before he left the plane.
You mean it was weird to see real men, Jimmy? Is that what you're talking about?
I couldn't have felt more like a fucking. They handed me a helmet and a blonde wig.
Oh, you're used to being handed a helmet.
So I
and the blonde wig, to tell you the truth. Daddy.
The beauty of Colin is we were doing the show that night, and Ricardo Sanchez was in the audience. And Colin just goes right to the Mexican boxcar jokes.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't believe the balls on Colin.
Colin
to fucking do
fucking hilarious.
Mexican boxcar jokes to the fucking commanding officer in Iraq.
He's right there.
And the soldiers
with people
did enjoy
with guns. With guns.
It was great. Great trip. So, we saw a good piece of Iraq.
Cool, man.
Performed in his palaces. And
that's very good of you, by the way.
It was fun.
That is,
no, I demanded money. I demanded money. I'm like, I don't take anything on the arm.
Because you take it for granted, but that is dangerous. You put yourself in a tad bit of harm's way to bring some lofts.
That's why Jesse Ventura annoyed me so much pulling out that military card.
I'm
not. He did. We had an argument. I'm not as brave as those guys by far, but I did volunteer to go into a war zone. You fucking
motherfucker,
cunt.
and he probably was in a motor pool in Saigon the entire time. Probably the first chopper out in '74.
Are you saying that I wasn't in the shit?
Navy SEAL.
When you ask him what he did, though, he doesn't answer.
No, he doesn't. Because he was a frogman. But he calls it a Navy SEAL now because the frogmen were absorbed into the new
UDTs,
thing, which is
right?
called the Navy SEAL. So he says he was a Navy SEAL, which he never. And it could just be semantics, but bah. And I'd love to know what he did. I don't talk about my missions. What?
Were you in?
I had to change a tire once for a corporal. It was unbelievable, the action. What happened? Where were you?
Yeah.
Saigon. Till when? Till the chinks came. Then I left when Charlie came. Like, I know he wasn't in any
He probably
action.
tried to eat a Jeep like Klinger.
That's where he got his boa, trying to get a Section 8. Yeah, fucking his ass was the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Yeah. His job was to clean the foreskin of Sophie the horse, even though that was a woman.
Horse hockey.
It's the proverbial piece of baklava, sir. I love how everyone on MASH had the most ridiculous vocabulary in the end, these giant words. Isn't he a high school dropout from Toledo?
That is true, yes.
Yeah. What's he saying proverbial for?
Looking back on MASH, the humor doesn't work for me anymore at all. But I love a lot of the serious stuff they did.
And we lost the MASH guy.
Who?
Who was it? It's in the paper.
Died? What?
A guy who directed MASH.
Behind the scenes
I didn't
guy.
recognize his name.
You didn't recognize his name?
I like the ones my brother always points out. The best chunk, the best run on MASH, the best era is when BJ, before he grew the mustache, when Frank Burns was still there.
Yes. Frank Burns still there.
Those episodes are amazing and those are actually, a lot of them are really funny because those were the first where they would do episodes without plots. It was just we're in the operating theater and there's nothing really overall happening. It's just a bunch of little events.
Yeah,
and we're just
they're
trying
kind
to
of
get through the day.
drinking or playing poker or something, and then
They're just trying
in
to
the
get
OR.
through the night, and it's so like, oh, this is great. They're not setting up any goofy jokes. It's just real life. You know, it felt really cool.
Fucking Frank Burns. They said that was one of the greatest regrets they had about MASH. Was they didn't allow Larry Linville to develop as who he was, because he was a funny character, but they left him one level.
And they could have added. And I always say, if MASH were made today, the top comedian, the star on the show, would fight to play Frank Burns and not Hawkeye, because now, if you notice, the best comedian characters, people like Larry Sanders and David Brent from The Office, they want to play the damaged assholes, and not the self-righteous guy that's
a little more.
Exactly. And if you made MASH now, Will Ferrell would want to play Frank Burns and not Hawkeye.
Wow,
and who would be amazing at it, because
you
could do great satire.
Oh God, when do we get to the point where we can make war sitcoms again? Hogan's Heroes.
It'll eventually.
Hogan's Heroes always made me laugh, because it's like, even as a kid, I didn't quite feel right about, hey, it's a sitcom and there's swastikas in it.
Yeah.
It was just the oddest thing. It's like canned laughter's going off and there's a picture of Hitler and they're fucking It's like, hey, that's a little odd.
Who the fuck was in charge back then to allow that to happen?
It's a sitcom about Nazis.
It's a talent show being run by Oscar Schindler. It's a little odd.
Who's in charge of the network?
The Nazis, all right, they made him look a little goofy and stuff.
Well, wasn't it the guy that played Klink? Because I think
he was Jewish.
Yeah, he was Jewish, and I think some of his relatives died in the Holocaust.
Werner Klemperer.
And he said, "I'll take this role, but Klink can never win. He always has to lose."
Yeah, he would be the goofy guy that
he
always
has to be
lost.
the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it would be great if they wrote an episode where he had to actually kill all of Hogan's heroes.
And look, Amon Gert is doing the eyebrow raise. He's a card.
All right.
He's a card.
Hogan, get your men, have them dig ditches. Dig a big long ditch in the woods, Hogan.
She left her ring in the tub. Canned laughter. Oh, that red dress, that shouldn't be colorized. What a nut.
Do a slide whistle every time Amon shoots out the window.
The prop ricochet shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then he's talking like, I feel like my bullets, it's like all like veiled erection jokes. I feel like my bullets are just going 2 inches and falling down.
People are dying. It's horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Are we having a barbecue today? Not exactly.
They were always trying to rig the old ball bearing plant to blow up Hogan and his men. They'd have to go out the tree stump and come back. And again, as a kid, I didn't quite understand what they were doing. I was like, if they're out of the camp, why don't they just fucking leave?
Keep going.
Yeah,
I never understood heroics. Like, you're a kid, so it's not like you don't understand what a guy that would have a mission or something. It's like, hey, they're out. Why don't they just fucking leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Why is he going back? Going back.
I just remember that theme of that show is a big part of my growing up, because it just always seemed to be playing in the background.
In the background on some TV. With a drunk relative laughing at it, going, God damn, why'd they lose?
I wish we'd had Hogan when I was in the Ardennes forest. We could have used that son of a bitch. A tunnel under the doghouse.
Look at that, it's lifting up, and the dog doesn't even care.
Stupid Nazi dog.
He likes him, see, because even the dog's pleasant.
My wife doesn't fuck. Hogan's Heroes was a. Well, you know that we'll finally get over 9/11 as a nation when in 60 years they make a cheesy Pearl Harbor style romance. Titanic style movie about 9/11.
About it, where it doesn't really matter the horror of it. It's more the romance. And
there's a young stockbroker in the tower, and he's in love with a sandwich girl, and she's trying to work her way. So all that's happening in the backdrop of that morning, and then they're in the tower as it collapses and have to proclaim their love. Like, that's coming. Yeah. That's maybe not soon, but will happen.
Enough time goes by, and we've always talked about this. I was and people took this for granted. It's like you watch a party going on or a little fair, and kids are sliding down this ship that looks like it's halfway into the lawn, and it's a water slide.
I know, I've seen that.
And it's the Titanic ride.
I know.
And it's like, They made a ride out of a shipwreck where thousands died in frigid waters.
Yeah.
And the most horrific death. And then enough time went by where it was an inflatable ride that children, and then bouncing off the smokestack and, this is fun.
There's salt and pepper shakers you can get. It's the Titanic sinking. It's the thing sticking up. Yeah, I'm
so
not kidding.
When will the World Trade Center be like a ride where maybe even a bigger one at MGM?
Oh, like that Twilight
Tower
thing
of
where you
Terror.
drive-
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Something like that where it's like, whoa, hey, the World Trade Center ride. Look out, people.
If you told people in 41 that, this Pearl Harbor thing, this is going to be a really cheesy romantic movie.
Bad movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With a young people, and she's a nurse, and he's a pilot, and they're kind of in love on the island. Are you, this is...
No, this is horrible.
This is
I know people, they just died.
No, just give it some time. People will be cool with it.
Yeah, they'll be cool.
They won't?
They'll be cool.
They will. They really
Don't
will.
worry about it.
Yeah.
What was the last comedy about a war that was made? Was it MASH?
I'll say that not that this isn't a sitcom, but we had Chris Morrison, Young Lions, about the four suicide bombers.
Oh my God!
4 Lions.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
4 Lions. Young Lions with Brando.
Was
4 Lions was great.
that really totally comedy?
Yes.
I know. I saw it. It was great. It was great.
Chris Morris, that guy, any comedian that has to flee the country after the episode of your show, the one he did. You ever see The Brass Eye?
No, I've heard. I know. I'm familiar with it. But
He did this thing about the danger of pedophiles. It's a fake news show. So then they show, but it's more about the hysteria about pedophilia. It's not actually about, because at the time in England, people were going nuts. They burned down a pediatrician's house. They didn't understand the difference between, that's
Jesus
how crazy it got.
Christ. Okay,
so at one
that's
point
bad.
he was doing this hidden report, and it's just a picture of a school. He goes, "This clever pedophile has disguised himself as a school." and then he had to leave England. People were calling for his head.
Wow.
And of course, the point he was making about all the news program hysteria, then they did all these shows about how awful his show was and totally proved his point.
Yeah.
Like he was the news for a month.
Well, we were doing that with news teases about how does a pedophile live next door to you? And no, and then it's like no. It does. The report comes on and goes, well, unless you live here.
Oh, yeah.
If not, no.
Oh, they'll do that with minor stuff. There's...
no pun intended.
The local news in Los Angeles, I will put that up against any... That is the worst local news. It is... High school kids are putting on a show is what they're doing. And they will tease... I remember back in the day, the X-Files, is it going to be canceled? Tune in at 11. I like that show. Tune in. Nope, it's been renewed.
They renewed.
You can't tease a story that doesn't exist.
But they would do it constantly. And here they would do more dangerous shit. Like they would tease shit that is like, is your water killing you? and just leave it at that. And you're like, all right, is it?
Yeah.
Now I got to wait? If it was,
nah.
wouldn't you want to get the word out before people start drinking some more water?
How about the emergency broadcast system if the water's poisoned?
Yeah.
If the Joker just threw something in the reservoir, why do you break into Dancing with the Stars and tell us?
Shit.
Wait till 11.
We do have a bunch of those.
You want to do this or what?
Yeah, I would love to hear some.
Right.
We every so often we
haven't
play
done
these
this in a while.
They're real news teasers.
This is the Hall of Fame. We've been collecting these
the
forever.
Hall of Fame.
And this is the Hall of Fame. These are the best of the best news
best
teasers.
of the best.
I love them. Just for you, Patton. First, this one.
One city wants to pack all their sex offenders into a 3-block area. Problem is, it could be right next to your house.
Now, come on. Look. What kind of panicky Pete fucking alarmist shit is that?
This news story is for one guy out.
Are your relatives going to be sending your Christmas cards to Rape Street?
Yeah.
Tune in at 11.
Could you imagine 3-block radius? It's all pedophiles. You're the only house with kids, and you're not a pedophile.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, the news was right.
There's a candy store every 5 feet.
I know.
Yes.
I will say, if they did do that, and I was a little kid, I would know where to go get the candy.
Of course, right
I know
there.
where to go
Just
get treats.
Run, though.
Absolutely.
Although, if that existed and you were a little kid and you walked through and no one bugged you, you'd be like, oh, I really am not good
suck.
looking. Oh, this is terrible.
Come on, guys.
Like, that'd become a little kid thing. Like, I walked through Pedo Town and no one even looked at me.
Little self-esteem for me here, please.
Really, at least hit on it.
Help me out here, Henry.
Here's the next one.
I'm
I'm trying to bang this old man.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of favors for you there, Henry.
Come on.
Here's the next one.
How a twist on the predator law could shut down religion.
How a twist on the predator law can shut down religion. Religion.
Because religion, there's like water parks. You just you shut them down.
You shut them down. Sometimes you got to.
Shut down religion.
I hear over. You know what? It didn't get so bad, so all they did was close at dusk.
Yeah.
But they reopened in the morning.
Oh, my God.
That is the most alarmist shit.
Wow.
This is the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
It's great.
this one made the Hall of Fame, too.
Could frequent hiccups be a sign of cancer? Watch News 8 at 10.
How about just giving us a yes or no?
And you're like, and then you're hiccuping, just thinking, holy shit, this sucks.
Instead of can it, how about just saying
No.
frequent hiccups is not a sign of cancer?
Yes.
That's why the media deserves no more fucking freedom than comedies get.
But somebody,
Yeah.
I bet somebody that
Yeah.
has frequent hiccups does have cancer. But 99% of frequent hiccuping has nothing to do
And
with
if they
it.
don't, they should.
Yeah.
They're annoying everybody with their
They're
hiccuping. It's like, will you
What's that?
find a lump
Stop it.
somewhere already?
Oh, shit.
Fucking
So
buzz off.
funny.
Here's the next one.
Are you normal? Thursday at 11 on News 8.
That
What?
wasn't cut. Are you normal? Thursday at 11. Oh, I got to wait till Thursday. Holy shit. While I hack this hooker up, I hope I'm normal.
The problem solvers have uncovered sexual predators sent to live in our nursing homes.
Do you really know who's living down the hall?
Could this happen to your mother?
Shit. Oh, look out.
That sounds like an
the
SNL
old
bit.
The old broad's
It
getting
really-
a deep dick
yeah.
in
Kentucky Fried Movie or something.
Yeah, that
doesn't
does.
sound real.
Big Jim Slade.
Yeah. Here's the next one.
Could your house be making you fat? Tomorrow, CBS 2 News at 5.
Right. Let her rip.
Yeah, if the walls are made of ham, sure. Oh, my God. They're just, these are guys, they're just sitting in the newsroom. Just, what's a scary phrase? Say something.
Yeah, say something.
We'll just tease that.
Let me think. Murder.
All right, good, yeah. Do bees buzzing? Does it mean murder?
Oh, yes.
Something.
Could buzzing bees make you murder?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
perfect.
good.
Go
All right.
with it. Where's the graphic
That's our tease for today.
Take a victory lap there,
That's our
Lenny.
tease today. High five.
And the ingredients in shampoo that can make a boy develop breasts tonight at 10.
What?
I wish they would tell me what that was. I'd slip it into Sam's shampoo and then feel him up when he came to work.
Black people, can they walk through walls when it rains? Tune in at 11 to find out.
I hope not. Jesus, it's raining. My alarm isn't on.
God.
And one more in the Hall of Fame.
Here we go.
Sex offenders may be in your house at 11.
Now that's scary.
really
They
is.
really went all out.
Yes!
They really went all out on that one.
Unless you're a sex offender, then that story holds no interest for you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know that.
It's like it is. I am. You're beating off to kiddie porn. And yeah, you're right.
It should say sex offenders or federal agents could be in your house, which will get everybody to watch.
Yeah, or send people to like just tap on the walls.
Yeah.
Hello, I got some boy ass out here. Hello.
It's a new Wes Craven movie. The pedophiles under the stairs.
Oh, shit.
I got to piss desperately.
all right,
and Nick Swartzen is here, too.
Coming
He's
up on the top of the hour, we might as well take a break.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. We should bring that bit back. If you
I
find a
do
news
love
tease
that,
out
yeah.
there,
Yes.
please send it into the show. Please. Those
Fucking
are really old for
fantastic.
most of the listeners. They've heard those.
But you know what?
Too many times.
I've heard them every time they've heard them, and I still love hearing them.
Yeah, but let's get some new ones. So if you hear a good one, send it in, please. We'll promote your Twitter account.
That should be hilarious.
Patton Oswalt just killing for us today. Like Jimmy said, Nick Swartzen is going to join the program.
Yay.
And I got word that Kevin Smith wants to call and just say hi today.
What? I finally saw Red State.
Loved
I
it,
did
right?
too.
I fucking
hated
loved it.
Hate it. Like worst movie I ever saw. I was only kidding. No, it was fantastic. And fucking Michael Parks.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Michael Parks.
Why is this motherfucker not being used?
Unbelievable in that movie.
Why did he go from
unbelievable?
Then came Bronson, and then 40 years later, Quentin picks him up.
Yeah,
and now like
well,
where was he?
Same thing happened to Robert. What's his name?
Culp?
No, the guy from Medium.
De Niro.
The guy from Medium Cool that was in Jackie Brown.
Oh,
Yes.
Robert
Forrester.
Yes, Robert Forster.
Yeah, that was always great.
Yeah.
Why did he vanish?
I don't know what happened, but somebody like Michael Parks, when you watch him in that role in Red State, He's fucking
Holy
perfect.
crap.
He's frightening.
But then and also weirdly charming.
And
like
charming
you understand why
and
people
calming.
Oh,
he's calming,
God.
but he's fucking petrifying as a person. He is an amazing actor, that motherfucker.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and a great movie.
Amazing.
Red
a
State
great
is
movie.
great.
One of Kevin's best ever.